Hi guys, Mimish. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. Let's check the markets. Um, let's check the markets. Yeah, Russell 2000 is right there. I've been thinking over the weekend that maybe I should start replacing indices, ETFs on indices with futures, just because they're more suitable to trade, and also use the red flag to um, to put all the maybe I should start doing it right now. So all this can go on my red list of things that I trade um continuously with real stops, regardless of where, you know, considering of course where we are on superior time frame, but also on like two time frame trades with real stops. Like here, I can trade from this guy, Pfizer. Counter trend needs a closed manipulation signal. Zero. Oh yeah, guys, big time. I showed it to my trading coach and he disagreed with my charting. And I kind of knew that. I kind of knew that. So I think this issue is disciplinary. I knew that like spring is too far in neutral zone. We got transition extreme, so it had to be this. So I wasn't trading the overweight of probabilities. I was trading my wishes. And it's not what's the difference between overweight and outweight? Over, let me fix my verbiage. Overweight versus outweight. Overweight and outweight are distinct items. Overweight describes having excess body. Okay. And placing too much emphasis on something. Outweight means to be heavier, more valuable. Outweight. I was misusing, I was using the wrong word. So I'm not trading the chances, I'm trading outweights of probabilities. And at this point, there was absolutely no outweight of probability that price will go up, not down. So price will go to confirm local extreme, not to the transition extreme. And I saw that and I kind of closed my eyes. And now it's the pay. I just wanted to trade. I just wanted to trade. So yeah, I'll start moving futures to main watch list under the red flag. So my emotional breakdown, my everything, it was all baloney. I knew that I'm doing shit. And I went for it. Look at this guy. I knew that I was doing shit. And I went for it. Sure, and here's my Okay. And also trading with real stops. I checked my statistic. My statistics is allowing me to trade with real stops now. It's no problem. Um, and by the way, this does not disqualify us from day trading if the range is right. It's just like it has to be within the range. You know what I mean? Only to trade beyond the range of inferior time frame, lower time frame, we need to uh, be within the rotation point. But if it's a good wide range and it goes down on weakness and all of that, then it's tradable. And this was a balance, wasn't it? Yeah, some form of balance, and then it went higher. So, and there should not be, of course, an exhaustion volume like that. So yeah, big time. I'll be changing my watch list. Vice versa, only for investment trade, big trades. I would want to do without real stops. I'll be using the ETFs. For the rest, I'll be using indices because they're tradable with the real stop. Okay. Pops. Oh, and by the way, it closed the done. It's in point 0.5. In point 0.5. So it was my time to trade without real stops to improve my statistics. Now I think my time to trade with real stops to improve my discipline. This thing just goes. Boom, that would have worked, but was too late in the day to do anything. To do anything. Uber. What a mess. Kish is at the level. Is at the level. Oh, we are already on daily watch. Good, good, good. Let's see our gainers, losers. I decided to remove it from the watch list because, yeah, this doesn't make sense. Even though it dropped from here, but once again, for futures, for some more 24-hour, instrument, that would be a good idea. Not for. If it's futures, the problem with futures, they don't pay dividends, but it's still like commodities, right? In terms of getting stuck in like in a silver futures or gold futures. At least there's something, there's a real asset behind it. Whereas getting stuck on crypto is, it just can deteriorate into the dust because all crypto is like just a dust. It's like a fugazi. It's nothingness at this point. Maybe it was not clear in the beginning. Oh, this thing went boom. To maybe there was something up there. Who knows? Who knows? Nothing weekend and then goes up and down. Yeah, no, not really. Amazon. Magnet went higher. Magnet just goes. Okay. And our gainers. Ooh, we got some. Also silver. So silver I'll substitute with the silver futures. And I'm gonna do it now with your permission. I'm gonna go start my day. Uh, this is like boom. And I have enough of futures just to trade them. So like stocks, I'm moving to category of uh not buy and hold, but like more like investment trades with no this virtual stop, good place. Um, and then buy, what I mean, like stop limits. But my main trade, I'm moving to futures. All right, that's it for today. Let's see the futures real quick. Yeah, all this thing we're moving to. Or maybe I don't need to move actually. I can just like make this list my main one. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe I just need to move my focus to futures. Sis, that's it. Forget the uh, flags. I don't think I need flags on this market at all because it's not so many of them. Actually, it's this. So even though on hourly we would need a close manipulation signal, on minutes we didn't have to. We went up. Now breaking the. So yeah, I think from now on, mark this day because that was the day. Uh, what was the exact verbiage in Jack Sparrow? Because this was the day when you almost like captured Jack Sparrow. What a character he was able to develop. You guys know that executives wanted to recast him like multiple times. Basically, every time they would go back to Pavilion and see what he's doing, they would like take director aside and say, "Hey, uh, let's cut the losses and recast him. He's drunk," and they were right. In terms of his like intoxications, uh, but oh boy, they were wrong about trying to recast him because then he made them billions of money. That was transitioning strong, counter trend, then it went down. I think it's called gigantism. When you tend to like do and see everything gigantic. That's me. There's all this like extended lines and everything. Well, the whole Soviet like architecture and aesthetics was in gigantism. Um, Probably I'm just a victim of that. Because everything was big and for people, not individual, collective, and collective is big. And future Soviets were big on sculptures and paintings everywhere. So I tend to do everything oversized. Outweight, not overweight. I was using it wrong all this time. Thank you for being patient with me. That still worked for 5 minutes. But on 5 minutes, it has to be 0.5 like this. A silver. So this I should stay away because it's delayed. And I don't know how to fix it yet. I should ask that um, trading view. That was like a crazy rally. It's a reaction bar, but it's like fairly close to 0.5. It is in 0.5. So good deal. Good deal. I have it here. Outweighed, huh? Makes sense. In logic of the Russian language, it's overweight. One thinks overweights the other. But in English, I guess it makes sense to outweight. The outweight of probabilities. So yeah, on zero, there was the probability of going long was not outweighing the probability of going short distinctively enough for me to make my choices. Ah, it made a little spring with volume, and then it was good. It was not like it was far from point 0.5, so that needed a test, and then doing it did what it did. It's only good up to point 0.5, and it already reached it, so it's pretty much a sentence for a for a swing trade, but still good for day. Yeah, this was better. Wouldn't wiggle out. Don't think it was any good for. It's not good for swing because we passed point 0.5 on D. Something quick, nice and short in 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes, it was pretty much nothing. That was technically spring in point 0.5, but it's like too hairy. And now we need a point 0.5. Yeah, exactly. And it's a silver. Hey, wait, what? Okay. Okay, also one of them can go. Which one has more volume? It's 2.3. It's 2.3. Yeah, some seal has more than CI. 5,013. So CI can go, yeah, to our backup list. ACL. The heck is going on here? First we go for T1, and then off T1 we define the T2. And T2 was like crippling down, but never broke it. Look at this. I was like sliding down. All of these were like tradable levels. Yeah, a little too low. Low, 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 low. Yeah, so this one was the best one. And then the probability was like deteriorating. It's still in this no man's land. Mm-mm. Yeah, this is a big, huge no man's land. There's absolutely no outweight of. You guys were giggling at me all this time on my overweights of probabilities. It's outweighed, of course. Huh. Change direction close enough to. Wait. First of all, this was a transition external. Yeah. Oh, that was broken. So, yeah. So is this. Up and down and moving all around. Literally. Literally. Uh, that was not bad for point 0.5. However, this point 0.5 makes no sense considering where we are on daily. Yeah, should be the entire wave. That's still right for point 0.5. That's how the beginning of the day can treat you. Wrong. What's M&Q, by the way? NASDAQ. Yeah. Gasoline goes higher. It's a transition extreme, so you don't need a close manipulation signal in order uh, to day trade it. Volume distribution though is like no bueno. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. You're right there. Right there. It's counter trend. It's a balance, so we don't need to limit ourselves with 0.5. True one barrel. So yeah, last time we were at the level. It was here. And it was a balance. And it was a balance. Okay. That's how the big lines are. Long lines are born. Oops. So it came right at 0.5. So this was a level to like the test level to check in 0.5. It was even better. And then this was the level, and now it's broken. And it did. It tried to do some move from here, see, but it doesn't hold. So now it's nothingness. Now it's nothingness. And I'm not sure if it's liquid enough to. Oh, what is it to begin with? It broke down, it went down. I don't like this. Okay, enough. Dude, it went for it. Southern Copper Corporation just went for it. Sorry, bad charting. It went for it. Yeah, there's nothing to look in for here. That would be interesting. That's the level to watch. Okay, I'm gonna go. You guys trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people, such as myself. Take care now.